Imagine owning a multi-billion-dollar company that you've spent your entire life building it, facing economic crises, ruthless competition, and global challenges, and then, one day, you decide to give it away. Yes, that's right. Not sell it. Not take it public. Give it away, and not to a child, a friend, or a business partner, but to planet Earth. It sounds like the plot of an idealistic movie, doesn't it? But it's the true story of Patagonia and its founder Yvon Chouinard, the man who revolutionized the very idea of doing business. It all began in the 1950s. Yvon Chouinard was a young climbing enthusiast. He wasn't interested in getting rich. He just wanted to scale mountains and live adventures. But there was a problem. The gear available at the time was poor quality, heavy, and unsafe. Self-taught, Yvon began hand-forging his own climbing pitons in a small workshop that he sold them to friends, then to other climbers. Word spread. In 1973, Patagonia was officially born, a brand of outdoor clothing that aimed not just to sell apparel, but to make it as ethically and durably as possible. From the start, Patagonia stood out from the crowd. While other companies cut costs to maximize profits, Yvon invested in quality materials, paid fair wages, and, above all, respected the environment. In the 1980s and 90s, when almost no one was talking about sustainability, Patagonia introduced recycled fabrics, reduced the use of harmful chemicals, and launched campaigns to protect parks and rivers. And then, a move that seemed pure madness at the time, in 2011, Patagonia ran a full-page ad in the New York Times reading, "Don't buy this jacket." The message? Buy less, reuse more, repair instead of replace. A company telling its customers not to buy its products. The result? A sales boom. Because in the end, consistency pays off. The problem? Capitalism's dark side. Despite its success, Yvon realized an uncomfortable truth. Even an ethical company ultimately leaves an environmental footprint, and in a world driven by profit at all costs, there was always the risk that some future owner could betray Patagonia's mission. In 2022, at the age of 83, Yvon made an unprecedented decision to give 100% of Patagonia to the planet. How this billion-dollar gift works. The move was genius in its simplicity. 2% of shares went to a trust, the Patagonia Purpose Trust, whose sole mission is to ensure the company stays true to its values. 98% went to a non-profit organization, the Holdfast Collective, which will use every cent off profit not reinvested to fight climate change and protect nature. In other words, every year, hundreds of millions of dollars generated by Patagonia will go directly to Earth, not to shareholders. Not to a billionaire CEO. To Earth. When the news hit the media, the world was stunned. In an era where billionaires compete to reach space and companies find ways to pay as little tax as possible, here was a man voluntarily giving it all up. Yvon put it this way: hopefully this will influence a new form of capitalism, one where Earth is not our source to exploit, but a partner to protect. This wasn't performative charity. It wasn't marketing. It was extreme consistency, doing exactly what you preach. The Patagonia story teaches us three key lessons. 1. A company can be both profitable and responsible. Sustainability and profit are not enemies if there's a long-term vision. 2. Consistency is the ultimate marketing weapon. When a brand keeps its promises, customers support it enthusiastically. 3. Capitalism can evolve. Yvon's gesture proves there's another way to do business, where success is measured not just by numbers on a balance sheet, but by positive impact. Today, Patagonia continues to grow, without chasing fleeting trends or maximizing sales at all costs. Its products are built to last, and its revenue is reinvested in real environmental projects, from reforestation to ocean protection. Every jacket, every backpack sold is literally a piece of capital reinvested into the planet, and every customer knows they're part of something bigger. Many say Yvon Chouinard has written a page of history. Maybe that's true. But his real legacy isn't Patagonia itself. It's the idea that businesses can be part of the solution, not just the problem. In a world where most companies think only about the next quarter, Patagonia is thinking about the next 100 years, and while others talk about saving the planet, they're actually putting their money where their mouth is. If you owned a multi-billion-dollar company, would you have the courage to do the same?